I absolutely adore this hunter. It's so great that he cares about his sister so much. Really lovely. But despite of how much I'm waiting for him, he's gonna be a really tough opponent. And here, let's discuss a little bit his abilities, his weaknesses, his, in my opinion, strong builds, and how survivors can probably counter him or manage to deal with him. So, you already most likely saw, all of you, all the community kind of saw streams here about him, but now I want to give my personal opinion. And for this, I want to start with just showcasing his skills in general and tell you things which I realized only when I actually started to play him on my own. Quick review. I am not the strongest hunter main or anything. I'm not really playing on hunters much, but I'm playing on survivor on kind of high ranks, so I guess I kind of can give some explanation. Let's hope. And the point about Philip, about this hunter wax artist, is that he has 3 different moments with presences, and they are all really different. At start, I want to talk about a couple of important things. For this, I'm firstly gonna block my survivors from moving, because I want my time. And yeah, let's teleport to one of them. When you are chasing a survivor, let's imagine that we chase this coordinate, your attacks are significantly really slow. That's why if you're relying just on attacks, look, when I'm moving and I'm doing this attack, this is so easily jukeable, and this is not even a charged one. And for something like Bloody Queen, that would be a charged attack. For him, it's a normal one. So his charged attack is even worse. Look at this. Of course I can do it when I'm moving, but dang, that's really, really, really slow. So when you're playing on him, you really need to aim properly your first ability before you get presence. And when you're doing this, there are different ways of playing. You can aim literally just on a survivor near you, like this. But at another time, you can try to aim higher if there is sort of a kiting route for a survivor, and they're gonna go to this window no matter what, and you know it, so you can go and block the window. But for this, you need to aim it differently. You need to aim higher. It's not like this. So that's why I think that this hunter, Philip, he's gonna be really for hunters who have a really strong controls. It's not gonna be easy to time it all properly. I kind of want to take my distance from these survivors because, goodness gracious, this music is so loud. How are you hunter mains even managing to play with this? Whatever. Anyways, the point is that he's really gonna require your personal skill to aim properly and have a really strong, for PC players, vertical control on your mouth to properly aim. Because if you're not aiming properly, you're not gonna be able to hit them because you're way slower than even a photo with your attack, in my opinion. So, you cannot avoid playing without the first ability. When you finally get your first presence, it gets slightly better because now you can faster block things in front of you, or for example, there was an option you're holding your second button for the skill, and then you are pressing your attack button to aim it. And these things, they are this beautiful wax areas. They're big, so survivors can actually get stuck on them for a longer time, and this is great, but not good enough. His true potential rises when he is getting his third presence. Let me also get it. I don't really want to abuse those survivors. They're bots, so I'm gonna get my presence like this. When you have it, you're actually being able to finally use your first and second abilities to kill survivors and not slow them down. If you're gonna just try to slow them down, it's hard. It's easily counterable by any map with walls. If survivors are just hugging these walls, it's so much harder to aim for them. This window or pallet vaccine is kind of tricky because the wax disappears and disappears fast, and survivors, yeah, they're getting slower, but you need to aim so well, and the aim is not immediate. Like, look. Like, let me show you. When you're moving it, your aim is not that fast, and you really need to get used to how it moves. And if, I don't know, your fingers get like, shaking a little bit because you're worried, gonna be harder to slow survivors down. With the third presence, you're finally getting your full hunter potential for some time. You see this like circle around this hot thingy. At this time, you are actually killing survivors with your abilities. Like Naiad, same stuff, like percentages, but faster. Let's go for any of those lovely guys, and I will show you what I mean. Top 5 to teleport, yep. Okay, look. And by fast, I mean really fast. Like T, and right away, thirst one. Oh, it's kind of hard to aim on them, especially with pings. Bruh, wait for me a bit, guys. I'll kill him, I swear, at some point. Yeah, you see? Fast. You can actually, if you're like aiming properly, you can manage to kind of kill them. You see, my T is still on, like, just in case. It's not real cooldown for the game, it's a test mode, whatever. But like, when you're doing your T, look. Imagine like 2 survivors are kiting, and you could have just... Ooh, guys, these controls, wish best of luck for the hunters who are gonna try to main him, this is tough. Yeah, like this. When she's touching it, she gets 25%. And don't get me wrong, it will take her some time to leave the area too. Like, like if you aim this like second ability on her and she's on this hot area, she will need to leave it for some time, and she cannot juke at the same place because of it. So it's kind of stronger than Naiad's watermarks, and I don't know, will they buff it, will they nerf it? I think pretty much balanced. This hunter, he's really strong only at his like third presence moment. Before, he will be super skill dependent hunter. If you master him, you're gonna be amazing. If you're not so well. He's not like giving this strong potential at start, at least seemingly for me, as some hunters, like, I don't know, who have like super strong early chase, something like Bonbon, Galatea, or Breaking Wheel. They have like super good early chase. Of course, with time, with getting presence, they're getting even better. But him, Philippe, he's specifically about late game. So, going from here, my personal ideas about his build would have been, okay, I'm surrendering and letting bots go. Good luck, guys, AI, whatever. I'm not gonna try to play a real game, like even a custom one, because it's a test server. My ping is 300 or 400, so I hope you will trust me by words, because I think I'm kind of explaining myself. Yep, so let's go for builds. I have 2 ideas about how you should play, and there are a default combination. Defaultly, you're going for a presence. The faster you get presence, the better. You are personally gonna be the strongest with your presence moment. Another things which you are gotta use, no matter what, doesn't matter will you go for detention or for trump card, you are gonna go for a faster stun recovery. Because this dude, Philippe, he has this passive stuff that he recovers faster from stuns, and when he's getting stunned, unfortunately I cannot kind of show it, but like when he's getting stunned, he's splitting his wax around him a little bit, which is, great. So let's increase this ability even more. My cat came and I gotta let her go, whatever. Yeah, so from here, this is our default stuff. We're going for presence, we're obviously going for earmark, and we're going for a lot of recovery, stun recovery moment. Except this, there are two options. Obviously, you're not going for confinated space, because you can confinate space on your own. I also don't think, I was arguing about this with my friends, and yeah, I think you're not going for pallet thingy too, because it's firstly gonna cost you way more if you will go for recovery. Like, here's like 2 extra points. And you don't really need this because you can wax pallets on your own. So like, you can use these pallets for your own advantage. From here, you can go either on detention, because detention for late game, he doesn't have that much of mob control. Most likely he will be played with Blink or Patroller at start, because it's kind of making it easier to catch the survivors with early kite, while it's actually kind of hard for you at start. So yeah, detention might be good with this, so you're just going down. Or you can go with trump card. And I truly think that trump card gonna be this sort of trait you're using if you already master this hunter properly. If you're like mastered his aim, you know, have this like in-game control when you can, for example, wax the cipher so it won't be decoded, and so on. Or even like, you know, wax the gate button, so survivors cannot open gates because you wax the button. So for this, I think for the late game, you're gonna need a trump card. For better map control, like teleport, switch, I don't think you will need abnormal ever, but teleport might be a good option for late game. So yeah, I personally think that that's gonna be the build. You're either going for detention here, or for trump card, but your main part is like this, like this. This is my personal opinion. You know what? Say me what you think about this. That was my first time trying to create a hunter build, so like, those who are playing on hunters more often, welcome to the commentary section. I would like you to be there. Yeah, so that's about him. Everything I can possibly say about this hunter after like testing him and researching about like how you can play in him. But now from survivor perspective, because I'm mostly a survivor main, what can you do? How can you counter? What's the best things to do? In my opinion, when you're kiting this hunter, you really need to move in unpredictable directions. I know it's kind of hard, but if, for example, on each map there are common kiting routes. The best example, Leo's memory second floor. It's so much easier for him to catch you there. He will wax you even if you will vault the window. When you're vaulting the window, it's your weakest moment, because when survivor in this vault window animation, the hunter can, the Philip, this hunter, he can easily stun you for 3 seconds, and you're gonna get this hit from him anyway. So try to use areas which are allowing you to kind of, you know, like loop more, or like go swing a little bit, like left, right, so it will be harder for him to aim his wax and stun you with his ability. His hits are pretty much jukeable. It's more or less easier. Any free hit survivor gonna be amazing. Any survivor which has an ability to really gain a distance is also great. Survivors which have a lot of stun potential, I think not gonna be so great, to be honest, because this whole hunter, like, he has this great thing that then he's getting stunned, he's like the wax around, and you know what? Imagine if it was like those last 3%, he needed to stun you for 3 seconds, and like you're Enchantress, you do this like teeny tiny stun. And he's gonna be stunned for like split of a second, but you will actually got a stun for 3 seconds because this last wax drops got on you. So like, gonna be tricky, gonna be not so nice, and I think there would be a lot of in-game situations which you would have liked to not go on stunners against him. That's my personal opinion though. Again, say what you think. For me, it was really nice to understand how he actually works, and that he has this I wasn't really understanding what was going on between this cold wax or hot wax, and then I realized that hot wax is when you can actually kill survivor with wax, but it's only for really short period of time, like this cooldown for this button of hot wax. It's like time consuming, but it's really solid. You can manage to kill a couple of survivors with this, especially if you're like, imagine like the person was on chair twice and you're chasing them and somebody's body blocking. It's so annoying, and you just go for this hot wax, drop this hot wax, and you have potential to kill 2 survivors with this. It's because they're at the same area, so they're both getting under this burning wax. So yeah, I think that actually gonna really help you at the late game. But as I said, overall his late game is the strongest part about him. So yeah, presence build, in my opinion, will be the best one. For survivors, try to avoid him getting presence. Somebody like Perfumer fitting the hunter with presence here will be like literally crucial. Yeah, she might have a great early kite, but the late game will be barely possible to handle. It's just gonna be so tough. So yeah, that's my personal opinion. I think that overall, Hunter is pretty balanced though. He's really skill dependent. If you are mastering him, you're gonna do great. Good luck. If you're not, it's kinda not so easy. He's not like really based on luck, I would have say. And he's not that spooky, question mark, in the early time. But if you fed him, if he's gonna be a monster, yeah. Oof. Today they released the poster for New Essence. I'm not gonna lie, I was absolutely charmed. Long time passed since they released something on Spanish theme, huh? Well, anyways, it was my first video like this. It was kinda tough and unusual for me. So, I don't know, give me some support or tell me that it was not so nice, I don't know, something. I am really glad to come back, and hope to see you soon with more news, more reviews, and that's pretty much it.